Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Total War Warhammer 3, playing as the Empire and Elspeth, specifically trying to, help the Empire out a little bit. Maybe not unify it as a whole. We'll see where the campaign goes and, well, honestly, how it does in terms of your interest and what you want to see and how much you want to see of it. But, trying to establish ourselves first and foremost, and then we'll see from there. We have the moot petitions. We can choose between a vampire conflict and a conflict of men. I'm going to go for a vampire conflict, and you might think, oh, that's obvious, you're fighting vampires. No, I'm not. I'm done fighting vampires. This would have been useful a couple of turns ago, but right now I don't really see myself ever fighting any of the Empire factions, because, well, roleplay for one reason. I like to be super friendly with them if I can. The other reason is, well, I would say also fairly self-explanatory. We're fighting vampires now, but again, just one battle left, doesn't really matter. Orcs would have been nice, because that's probably going to be my next enemy, but that's neither here nor there. Let's take a quick look through
Greetings, my countrymen.
this. Okay, that works. Get something going with them. And that's about it. I can get a peace deal from the vampires for 7,000 gold. Honestly, it's an option. It's not even a particularly bad option given our income, but I need to move on. I can't just sit around here forever. I need to start upgrading these. I need to start building things, and you know how it goes. So, to that end, one final battle against the empires in this region. And I'm going to do it... or am I? Do you know what? Yeah, I am. I'm going to do it manually, because I want to test out the new Empire Knights units, because I haven't really played around with those all that much. Well, I play with the Empire Knights, but not with these specific state troop ones. I want to see what's the difference between the two. And I also want to, spec their models a little bit and kind of gauge their effectiveness, not just visually to see them, but, maybe fight some direwolves or this corpse cart or something, see how they do. They are anti-infantry, right? Yeah. So these ones seem just objectively better than the other ones, but... oh well. Couldn't have two of the same anyway. Okay, the armor glittering in the sun is kind of distracting to the point where I can't really see what they look like. Okay, that is just awesome. Honestly, that is just pure awesomeness. These are the Darkwalled Riders. They're the slightly worse ones. These ones are the slightly better ones. Well, at least I think so. They're in the shade, not so much glittering going on. Okay, yeah, very different. We zoom in. It's pretty dark, but very different looking. Still. Awesome. And, given what the Empire fights on a regular basis, the kinds of enemies they go up against, I would say they pretty much have to be, right?
Elspeth von Draken.
I'm going to use these guys on the flank, I think. And these guys as well. Just see if we can draw everyone back a little bit. Good. Start the battle from there, and I'm going to ride out with Elspeth finally, and hopefully not forget to use magic once again.
Yet I know that this skirmish must also be won, for every victory is crucial.
Okay, this is not bad. They're coming in with the... ooh, yeah, I like that. They're coming in with the bats. That's going to be costly. Okay, let's just make sure I'm not hitting the bats themselves with rockets. No need to do that.
The graveyard.
The handgunners are gonna be
Forthwith.
more than enough to take care of those.
Protocols.
Spirita of Shaiish.
Okay, beautiful. And then you can take those out, you can take those out. Let's just move you down there a little bit.
Elspeth von Draken.
I like this, the enemy coming
I go to glory.
at us one at a time. Holy hell, that charge did a ton of damage. Perhaps we can countercharge the enemy, yes?
Wizardess of Nuln.
Sigmar guides us.
Spearmen!
Well, I mean, they are crumbling, but
Oh! Finisher!
doesn't seem like it did that much damage. Okay, we're gonna stop these guys right here. Good.
The dead call.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and start charging around a little bit.
Ready for war! Marina, guide our aim! Finisher! The Empire endures! Shoot them! Brace yourselves!
Kind of hoping for the rockets to do a little bit more damage than that, considering I've stopped them
We obey!
more or less perfectly right there.
Engineer!
Oh well.
Overcoming inertia!
See if the knights can help instead.
Cannon! Crew together! By Ulrich's wrath! For Heldenhammer!
Okay, how do these knights do against the skeletons? They've basically beaten them. And you know what? That's fair enough. That is fair enough. Those guys are crumbling.
Elspeth von Draken.
Let's go this way.
Mage of death.
They took quite a bit of damage against this one skeleton unit, though. I mean, fair enough, I wasn't cycle charging. I probably should be doing that, but at the same time, it's just cycle charging is not that important in this game.
Handgunners.
Sir! Spearmen!
Great cannon.
Okay, that was a disaster.
Yes, my lord! Engineer!
The graveyard grows. Spirita of Shaiish.
Yeah, say that. Charging in does do
Wizardess of Nuln.
Spearmen!
a fair bit of extra damage.
Conditions acceptable. What do you bid?
Aye! Ready! Prepare for combat! Gifted tinker!
Still not under, whatchamacallit.
Free company!
Handgunners. For Heldenhammer.
Really?
By Gal Maraz. Moving now.
Does he have Unbreakable or something?
Elspeth
Or
von
even if he does, like, where's...
Take thee.
Kill the entire freaking army, where's the army losses?
Nuln.
I foresee that.
Join the dead.
I mean, this is an example where you want to be using auto-resolve, don't get me wrong, because I've butchered this horribly.
For the twin-tailed comet!
And the AI would have done probably a little bit better than me, but at the same time, it doesn't matter all that much. I'm going to have at least a couple of turns to heal anyway, and, you know. Although I should have auto-resolved for the experience gained. Probably should have done that. Generally, you gain more experience when auto-resolving than fighting manually. Although, when you fight manually, and a particular unit does incredibly well battle after battle, you see it sort of start to stand out in the army. And so the handgunners and the Ironsides and the rocket artillery are quite up there when it comes to veterancy as opposed to the infantry, which just aren't really doing that much. Come on. Generally loading in and out of battles and stuff takes a little bit longer on the Old World mod. Okay, there we go. We can now occupy this. Get our wine production going. And the Court of Night is eliminated. Now, we want to declare war on someone as soon as possible. And the reason being, the AI doesn't like it when you're not at war with someone. It will find someone to... Well, it will find someone for you to fight, right? And right now, that's probably going to be the Skaven for me. Which... is actually not a bad enemy to fight off the get-go. The only problem is, I can't secure Ubersreich. Or can I?
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
I could always declare war on the Empire Secessionists.
Elspeth von Draken.
Quite the question, actually.
Every device has its secrets. I must extract them.
Nah, I think I'm gonna go south.
Dark Lady of Nome.
Yeah, I'm going south. Okay, so here, as much as construction and growth would be good, I think I'm gonna go with income from all buildings. Because ultimately, well, no, actually, ultimately, I need growth first, and we can switch to income a little bit later. Do I fight the Skaven here? Because if I fight the Skaven, I get closer to the Bloodkeep and to the Orcs, and I don't want to fight the Orcs, because I don't want to hold the Bloodkeep yet. Eventually, sure, not right now. I want pleasant climate settlements, and that's to the south. It's because both are Empire territory, and I'll be liberating Imperial provinces anyway. Yeah, I think I go south. I remember the last time I played the Empire, it wasn't for a YouTube playthrough or anything, it was just on my own time. I played as the Golden Order back when it started in this region. Well, it started a little bit further down to the south, but yeah, it was here. And securing the south first was always beneficial, and I ended up doing like a massive Empire campaign where I secured pretty much all the Empire provinces, and I left for Kislev to defend them and help them out. And that was around the time the Kislev DLC came out, so a while ago. You may be able to guess. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Let's go south. It's like that, like 2 armies over here as well, and they keep recruiting, and I mean, taking Grissenwald would be pretty good. It would put me in an alright position up here as well, but I think ultimately...
Come then, only Sigma.
Yeah. Okay, next up. I don't have a problem with the lack of ammunition. Like, I really don't. And so I don't think that's what I should be going for. I think instead, advisor to Nuln first.
What are we if we do not advance?
Then over here it says 3 handgunners, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get more rockets.
Nuln engines drive forth.
And then after that I think I can get this. But no, I can't, because I haven't completed Tier 1 yet. Nah, okay. Okay. Thought I was at Tier 1, but no. So, let's get the shooting range, and then the shooting academy afterwards. The basic infantry building here. Fairly simple stuff, and we're going to go through turns a little bit more quickly now.
A shadow of their deaths to come.
If I can confederate one of these neighbouring Empire factions quickly, that would be so good, but I don't think I can do that. They're generally pretty tough to convince. But it would be really nice if I can somehow finagle it. Especially the guys to my right, like Faildorf or Averland, I think is the other one. I think that would be pretty interesting. Because I can convert all of their lands to just economical buildings and really start to sort of snowball from there. Now, speaking of snowballing, that's probably going to be right around the end of the campaign when we start snowballing, really, and you know, defeat is no longer an option for the campaign as a whole. Yeah, there you go. Faction destroyed, Empire Secessionists already gone. So, turns out really going up north would have been a mistake, at least this early on. So, let's head south instead. To the land of many, many orcs. I do have one idea, and that's to keep Bugman's Brewery alive and well for the rest of the campaign. You know, if at all possible, of course. That is going to be of vital importance to the Empire, that Bugman's Brewery continue to produce beer. Yeah, Solland and Averland fairly weak, but not really Confederation material. These guys might be willing to confederate. If I get one more army, which is a tad expensive right now, among other problems. But let's see what these... I think they said they were orcs at one point. The banners look kind of vaguely orcish, but no, they're ogres. Let's see what the ogres down south do. Because I'm gonna need to fight for Worcesterburg, and yeah, well, now that they went down south, I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable doing that, although I don't have a full stack army, and even if I did... dunno. Well, I'll take one of their settlements for free. I'll take things from there. If they attack me, I'm fine. If I attack them... Depends, it really depends. A siege battle in a big city might actually be to my advantage.
As fate
And Kreuzhofen is such a city. Yeah, and as Walter's settlement it is.
Shaiish empowers me. I call upon your might.
You see, siege is second nature to the Empire. They're a bit like Rome in that perspective. It really is. And so... you kind of want to besiege everything and everyone all the time.
Bring darkness up.
Oh, the dwarves are going to help. Okay, we're fighting this manually because I want to fight shoulder to shoulder with the dwarves. That's the roleplay I'm talking about. I didn't know they were enemies. That could actually be useful. Because the dwarves are going to defend me here in this settlement now if I get attacked. And so, yeah, they're a bit stuck. I like that. This turned out pretty advantageous for me. Because the ogres are either going to sally towards me and fight me and the dwarves together on an open field, in which case I win, or they're going to sally out and fight me alone, maybe the dwarves move or something, in which case they're going to fight me alone but without their garrison, so I win, or they're going to stay in their town, which is behind walls, which is kind of to my advantage because of all the artillery and you know, range advantage that they have, and generally when they're behind walls they're a lot more passive, so that's also to my advantage. I believe you get the point now that no matter what, I'm kind of in a decent position here. Oh, the dwarves are here! Ah, they have extra reinforcements coming from over there. Okay. Well, I'm going to play this smart. I'm going to let the dwarves have all the glory they want.
No lingering! Yes, sir! Quickly!
The graveyard rose.
Okay, so they can't actually cross there. Good to know.
Take the ground!
Quick march!
Cannons, fire!
Cannons should be really good against... yeah, they are. They're really good against these ogre balls.
Doom take thee!
Immediately! Making it so!
At pace! Shaiish carry me! Advance!
Great cannon!
Hellstorm rocket battery! Darkness is my steed. By the amethyst wind!
Not the most honourable thing to be doing, hiding behind dwarves with our weapons.
Standing by!
But honestly,
Take them!
the Empire won't be retaken with honour, it will be retaken with clever strategies and schemes. And oddly enough, with Elspeth, it kind of seems
Pirata of Shaiish!
like the right thing to do anyway.
Sigmar wills it!
I think I might have hit my own allies there with the rocket artillery, which is good. I want them a little bit weakened,
Age of death!
because if they're a little bit weakened, they're gonna look at me more favourably.
The
They're gonna accept an alliance,
The dead call!
which is pretty much exactly what I need from them.
Bring them down!
All will meet
hopefully that should break them, yeah. Instantly. Full unit of miners almost eliminated. Good, good. We're letting, we've let the dwarves take the bulk of the casualties, and... well, they did exactly that. And they did not disappoint. So now their army is going to be a bit weakened. Maybe it's even enough to draw out the main ogre stack to come and try and attack me. And if they do that, great. If they don't, again, also siege battles behind walls, not terrific for them. Given my artillery and guns and everything. I zoned out a little bit. I'm just cleaning my mouse. Little specks of dust and stuff. Are you gonna let us find out, game? Come on. Let's see. Garrison took most of the damage. I thought it was the main army they had with them. Yeah, it turns out it won't make much of a difference. But we did fight shoulder to shoulder with the dwarves, and for that reason, you are now my best friends forever. Do I, perchance... yeah, I do, don't I? It's military action against space swords and stuff like that, so yeah, there you go. Because we fought shoulder to shoulder, they will now accept trade with me. Awesome, 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 awesome. Stirland will accept a confederation too. Okay, you know what? I'll take it.
Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can...
Yeah, I know, confederation -4 control, -40 diplomatic relations and everything, not great, etc, etc. But... I get this forest, yeah? For free. And then I get this place, half of it, for free. And then I get this for free. It's a little bit of money. You don't have an army, do you? No, not anymore. And not only that, but I also stop you from losing any future territories, at least for the time being.
Elspeth von Draken,
I would say that's a
wielder of the pale scythe.
good deal, all things considered.
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
Indeed you do. Right, let's get a unit of these Sigmar Sons. Because I do need extra troops. Much as I hate to admit it. I'm not sure if taking a confederation up here was the correct choice, because I'm going to be a bit weakened now. I do get a full province, though. That has to count for something. Yeah. And eventually it'll let me push this way. Because, I mean, when I'm done with the ogres, I need to go somewhere, and I think I'm just going to teleport back here and push that way. Weird as that'll look, because I can't go through here, I can't go through here, and... well... here isn't much of a better option either, yeah. Okay, quick deal. Salabackland will trade.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
Agents of the Moon will trade as well. Okay. Good. Tiny bit more money. And it will let me upgrade something. Good. Okay, next turn. Let's see what the ogres do. So long as Bogsman Brewery doesn't take over the settlement that I need, everything's fine. If they do, though, complicates things, because eventually I'm going to need to trade with them for it, and it's a bit annoying. You can do it. Just trade a frontline settlement against an enemy that they're at war with, and you sell them, you know, you pick up this one, you sell them that one, and you let the enemy take it, and then you reconquer it. I know, it's a bit nasty, it's a bit rude, but at the same time, the alternative is fighting your own allies and vassals, so kind of prefer the alternative. You know, kind of prefer this method to that alternative, I mean. Okay, Imperial Gunnery School Tier 1 assessment done. Caravan arrived. Ready for duty, Simon Wagner, Archer-Lector. Right.
Dark Lady of Nome.
And then they left. I'm assuming they left for the fort down here. They did not leave for the fort. Okay, well, you know what? Just quick old 1-2, and we have another province. Yes, we do. We have another province. Okay, and the Empire's fighting the Skaven. I need Altdorf to do really well, and AI Altdorf tends to do, at least in the recent patches, tends to do pretty well. So, I wouldn't say I'm overly worried. For them, I think they're going to do fine. But it's important for them to do well. Because, I mean, that's going to be at least one... how should we call it? At least one flank secured and not in a crisis. Okay, honestly, I'm happy with the frontline troops. I would like some handgunners. And the best way to get them probably isn't through recruitment globally. Yeah. Yeah, it really isn't. Too expensive, and it'll take 2 turns, so...
For Verena and Nome. Join me, for the pillars of the world tremble.
I could make a Garden of Moor at Kreutzhofen. Kreutzhofen, sorry. You know what? I will. It's going to take a ton of money. But I will, and the only reason I'm doing that is so that I'm able to make... Is it this? Yeah, it's this next turn. Global recruitment -2 for armies and region. Global recruitment capacity. At the same time, though.
Rider of the Dragon Incarnate.
Okay. How do I travel from here to here? Do I need to wait one more turn?
Wielder of the pale scythe.
Might be the case. Okay, let's do one more turn and then we'll get into it. I'm not sure if I need a garden here to travel or not. Like, do I travel between two gardens, or do I just teleport to a garden anywhere in the world? It would make sense for it to be between two gardens, wouldn't it? Like a portal?
Go away.
Trade with these ogre kingdoms. No, I'm going to try and fight you soon rather than trade with you. Did the ogres attack the dwarves and lose? Is that what happened? I don't... It doesn't look like it. But I think they lost their army. Looking at the strength bar. Which, you know, more power to them. You know, went out swinging, but... Nice try, please don't try that again. Need to start building a secondary stack for political reasons more so than anything else. An unusual location in Mason. Assassin's hideout. Honestly, it can stay. Not bad at all. Okay, so I want this, but out of curiosity... Yeah. Select to have Elspeth's army instantly travel to this region. So I don't need to do that, I just click in it and it transfers it over for 1,000. Okay. Okay, could be better, could be worse. Decisive victory here, it's a small garrison. You can do it. Yeah, there you go. And let's just occupy this. Is this the end of the faction? It is not, however... Ah, they do have an army somewhere. Apparently incredibly weak.
Biggest around.
Okay, good news though.
Deliver your message.
We can start trading with the border princes in the south. And the western provinces as well. And the man-eaters. Honestly, yes.
What you want?
In exchange for a non-aggression pact, because I don't want you attacking me from those mountains, and I have no intention of scaling them anytime soon to fight you. Your cousins in the lowlands, though... Yeah, sorry, not long for this world. Alright, good. Notice how many settlements I've taken. I've taken a settlement every turn, essentially, right? Sorry, an imperial region every single turn, right? 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're on turn 12. So, okay, maybe not every single turn, but you get the point. Almost.
The graveyard road.
50 imperial stability or authority. 50, and it's gonna only get worse from here.
For Verena and Nuln.
It's not good, boss. It's not good. Which one of these affects leadership? It's this one. Kinda not really. What's Doom and Gloom do? Doom and Gloom is leadership. I'd like to get their leadership down.
Add it to my collection.
I'll actually remember to use that occasionally. The rest of the buff spells are, Okay, triangulation. Very important.
Dark Lady of Nuln. I call upon your might.
And that's about it. Let's do some construction as well. Get that up. That up. And get that up. Okay, good. Now, just really quickly, they're over there. Okay, they're somewhere in here. At least that's what the game is leading me to believe. I think, if that's the case, I should teleport this army as soon as possible. Cost teleport 2,000. Do it.
Forbidden winds, forbidden places.
Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Can you go inside on the same turn? You can. Great. Here's the thing. I'm saving money this way. It might not look like it, but I kind of am. Because I'm saving money, I'm going to get 2 more handgunners. I can't get any of the more advanced handgunners, so these 2 will do. I'm not globally recruiting them, so I'm saving recruitment money. I did the quest, which is obviously great. And I quickly redeploy up north to deal with more pressing concerns over here. Right? Because as far as these garrisons are concerned, they're not big, but they're not small either. I think they're going to be able to hold out against any of the ogres that might come that way. And I, on the other hand, can get to pacifying this region and... sorry about that. And getting rid of the changeling. Good. Here I'm going to go with... I mean, tariffs are good. Faction-wide, but I think I'm going with... growth. These places are still in the growth, because... tariffs thing isn't making much sense otherwise. Yeah, alright, good. Next turn. I think next turn I also get the level 1 Imperial Gunnery thing, right? I should. Because I believe that's the only thing I'm not. It's the only requirement I haven't met. Man, some of this music reminds me of the music from Rome 1, Total War. That game had the best soundtrack. I'll check it out. It was the same 3 songs on repeat, yes, and they were the best same 3 songs on repeat of any of the Total War games. Any of them. Shogun was also amazing. Oh, I mean, anything that Jeff Von Dyke touches with a stick also turns incredibly amazing as well, but, you know. Okay. Action destroyed the Twin-Tail Comet. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Although it's in my home region, so not a big deal. Ulrika Magdova, slaughter on the steps. Ensure that the following building has been constructed. Tall walls. Yes. Okay. Okay, here's my question. Winds of Magic Power Reserve capacity plus 10 faction-wide. Does that stack?
Von Draken.
Because it kind of looks like it stacks.
Weaving weapon
And if it does, it's considerably better than if it doesn't, obviously. Okay, perform 3 gunnery school upgrades. That's what I'm missing. Right. I mean, I definitely need the thing for the great cannons, right? Although, yes, let's get the great cannons. And then that grants us level 1, which current effects grant ancillary experimental explosives, unlock tier 2 upgrades, and recruitment costs for the gunnery units go down by 10% for all armies. Well, that's actually significant. And that lets me upgrade the gunners once again, or the Hellstorm rocket batteries once again. I think I'm going to go with gunnery infantry upgrade again for another 600 schematics. And to complete the tier 2 workshop, I'm going to need to kill 1,500 enemies with gunnery school units. Not going to be difficult. Build a tier 3 artillery building, pretty simple, and perform 5 gunnery school upgrades, and it doesn't count the previous ones. Okay. Well, on the other hand, the reward is considerably better. We get amethyst units. Okay. Cool. Good. Did the Skaven take out all the... Wow. I think the Skaven took out the Bloodkeep over here, or the Wood Elves raised it, one of the two. Yeah, that also gave me a fair bit of money to play around with. I want to check out these abilities. Talisman of Endurance, let's get you that. And then you get the experimental explosives because, yeah. I like to think it's fairly obvious why. Okay, good. Good, this should be a really powerful army now.
Join the host of the graveyard.
Keyword there being should, but you know.
Heed my voice.
So, let's go this way. Let's also check diplomacy really quickly.
That's it. You're going in my...
Okay, where the hell are these guys? I don't even know, do I? No, I don't. Well, who cares? Honestly, they're not attacking me at this point. Who cares where they are? Let's grab an upgrade for the Garden of Moor. Do I need to... Yeah, I need to get rid of this. Let's get this upgrade, because the Knights of Moor might be useful. And then I want to get rid of the Changeling as soon as possible, because all I need to do is I need to beat him in battle once, and the sooner I do it, the easier it's going to be. Because he just doesn't come back when you're playing against him. When you're playing as the Changeling, I think it's different. You can come back or whatever, and he doesn't suffer from the same threats that most
Arcane winds under control.
factions do, and I kind of like the principle of it. Don't have the DLC, it's the only DLC I don't have apart from the newest Khorne one. And the game's expensive, man, I can't afford all of them, honestly. But Shadows of Change was on sale 50%, and I looked at all the content in the DLC and I thought, honestly, 50% off, still probably not good enough for the amount of content that I put in that DLC, or rather didn't put in that DLC. Yeah, still just not quite there yet for me, honestly. Alright, that's going to be this. That's going to be it for this turn. Thank you very much for watching, for this episode, really. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed it. Want to stay tuned with the rest of the content and the rest of the series. We're going to try and secure the Stir River a little bit, and this place as well. We're going to fight some more vampires, probably, because we're doing pretty well against them. And we'll take things from there slowly. We'll see how everyone's developing. As you can see, Dryker's being a birch, as always. There's also... this is Taurus, right? Yeah, Taurus is also ravaging the Empire, so... yikes! But, yeah, hopefully Altdorf can get ahead of things a little bit and start, you know, pushing this number back towards the 60s, although I doubt it. See you all next time. Have fun, take care, bye-bye.